Oh my gosh, I forgot to hit record, so... We've come back from the mainland to find our old partner.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No, Kim, you gotta have my back.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi. Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
This is the horse-faced woman. I don't know why you named her that, but it was beyond idiotic. You should never address her using those words again.
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you before.
It's okay. I didn't come here to gloat or to fool you. Neither did he, actually. We're just worried.
That's right. Worried. I'm always worried about you. Every time you don't show up to work, or when you do about stink, you're a worry fest. She's worried about you. I'm worried about you. Even Special Consultant Backpedal is worried about you. Everyone worries instead of working.
Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry.
I didn't do it's not my fault!
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
So you left me to face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson? Sounds like some bullshit people in my life would do to me. Why didn't you detect or die then?
Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow?
He fucking hates
You were crying
it.
when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss.
This kind of like bitterness only comes like against somebody that you've known and worked against alongside for a long time.
None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. Like you told us to.
What's a shit kid?
You. Shit kid. That's you.
Well, thanks, Jean.
Maybe you've deserved it.
How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
I understand, okay. Gart told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk. Guilty as charged. And it was.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Just because the boys gave me the nickname Tequila Sunrise doesn't mean you have to be so damn bitter.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
I'm also clinically depressed.
Had what coming?
Yes, Mikhail. Mikhail's my son. No, I was just interested in the Feld building.
Him being there with his son, it was not a coincidence.
Again, I was asked to share my take on some...
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
Alright.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors. He talks without slurring. He can drive a boat. He's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
You know what snitches get, Tron? Snitches get stitches, and that's an American saying. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Interesting.
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore.
Psychotraumatic amnesia, Trant? I can go for that. Shit kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what? I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or
Not
insane,
true.
or both.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
Have I?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Leadership now.
I'm ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
Damn.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here. Yeah, just stand there. It's cool. No, now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
I drove it to the ocean.
Ah, so refreshing.
No sense in
He just
lying about
admits
it.
it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
You're welcome, I'll do it again.
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth.
Damn it.
You juggle the badge for a second. Ouch. You strained your elbow trying.
He found it. He found it, Jean. It's his badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge. What is it with all these material objects?
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone. So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
Because I got shot 2 times!
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
What you discovered? You let the suspect escape. A certain classic.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsohagis. We know.
Sure, if it's part of your master plan, or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. Compared to the 8 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries.
Here comes the cavalry.
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
I'm just sorry. No. The amount of work we've put in, we are not sorry cop. We are fucking not sorry cop. Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
Kim?
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the superstardom. He likes to, from time to time, allude to being a superstar law official. At first I thought it was a joke, but now I'm not so sure. He says disco about 20 times a day.
True and true.
It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know,
It's
a
all coming
Masovian
together.
socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
It's all coming together now. and beautifully voice acted Kim Kitsuragi.
You should yell something.
That's not a good idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal about both of them. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the constant smoking everywhere, all the time. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
And it was all for you, my wife.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Oh yeah, they were there. They were there.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
So as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective and an absolutely giant communist. I'm just gonna not say anything.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the
And also, boom shakalaka? No. No. No.
The killer did not seem to be aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
Boom, boom, boom. um, yeah, the Phasmid may have contributed to his mental state in some way.
So it is connected.
Yes.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Oh, wow.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Don't tell him about the drug lab in the nightclub.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Ah.
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural...
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
And it...
Yes, until we stopped it. He saw the mercenary as an ennemi combattant. There's plenty for prosecution to pick from, as far as motive is concerned. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way, way more.
It could have been a little neater, yeah.
Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop and you did a good job, with a lot of help from Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
I'm just trying to stay humble, Jean.
And none of this can hide the smell of booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there, like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
Yes, yes. For
The body was transported to precinct.
you're not the only cop in the world,
Still.
It's still a point for you.
Female?
You had to see it.
Incredible.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called...
Oh.
Must be robust if it can move a helmet with its limbs.
Yes, but
Incredible.
This would
Absolutely, this is...
without it.
You're doing quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Yes.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I can spend a skill point this late in the game? Let's see, what should I do? I don't even know.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Was her name Dora?
Yeah. Dora England, I think.
Not Dora Dubois.
So we weren't even married?
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
And when was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6.
Yeah, or 7. You so have I.
The special consultant glances at his wristwatch.
Who is Lena?
A cryptozoologist,
Well,
yes.
good luck finding a...
She and her husband were conducting the search for the phasmid. They should know as soon as possible.
She is going to watch out or she'll faint.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I mean investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price?
With me!
I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Kim, pull your head out of your ass.
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Yes!
He's really considering it.
Alright, who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
Uh-huh.
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe... You haven't told us about that.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
The bicep girth? Were you noticing my girth, Lieutenant Kitsuragi? Did you notice the girthiness of my being?
Some of your more old-school wording choices. Your posture, even. The constant stretches.
It seems like he's been, paying attention to me.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
When was I a gym teacher?
in your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
Fuck you, Jean. Why did I join the RCM?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You're just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
An iconic duo.
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
Okay. It's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there. Hard. Every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
Jesus Christ. That's a hard life and job.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
The great district hums in the slowly falling snow. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the white horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Man, she fucking hates it here. I actually quite enjoy, and I've gotten used to this town, so... I can't believe it. Oh. Wow. We did it. We did it! Woo! We solved the case! Oh, what a great game. I gotta say, I really love this game. It's beautiful to look at, it's beautiful to listen to, except some of the parts that I have to skip through. It's great. A lot of replayability. There's a lot of things that I didn't get to do. Well, I think I was pretty thorough. I was pretty thorough this time, and never did find out what's in that ice cream freezer. Never did get to open that. You know, there is a few things. But all in all, yeah, I'm very happy with that playthrough. It's just, it's sad how much people have to, live through in life. And that's what we do. We just keep getting up and putting one foot in front of the other, even though, we're living in a war-torn, the shell of a town ravaged by, bombing. Or, trying to do my job and I have a family and everything, but I'm stuck in this fucking town because of the classism, class war, and fucking communism and shit. And it's just ridiculous. Really good. I really like the way everything is connected and everything is brought together. I'm still mourning Titus because I can't believe I actually let him die. But yeah, I'll definitely play it again. I know for a fact there's like dialogue and stuff I've never even heard, and this is like my third full playthrough, third full playthrough. Yeah, fantastic. I mean, at one point I think it was like my last stream, I could tell you're getting to the end and I started like, I don't want to because I don't want it to end. Like, I don't know, some of these things, like, I want to stay in the world. I think the only thing is I don't really like the shooter's reasoning. You know, I get he was still fighting the war, even as a deserter. But I don't know. Maybe that's the whole thing. Maybe it's like one unrelated thing, one unrelated killing can it can have so many different implications. You know, it's like it was the catalyst, like, to a whole thing. It's like anything, any like decisions like that might seem minor, but it can really change a lot of people's lives. I mean, that guy, in a way, didn't just kill the hanged man, but he killed 7 other people. Because had he not killed the hanged man, we would have had to have, you know, we wouldn't have had that shooting in town. And then I think of the kids too. It's like Kuno's never getting out of there. If he's smart, he'll go and link up with the boys at the church. In the church. I think that's what I would want for Kuno. Link up with the boys from church, maybe make a lot of money, and then split. He keeps his nose clean. I think the bookshop girl, she definitely has some prospects because her dad is like some rich boy, right? But I worry about those kids on the Insula, in the Fisher village, because, I mean, forging those signatures isn't gonna stop Evrart from building what he's gonna build, you know what I mean? Like, we forge the signatures, but like it only like maybe stopped everything for a week or 2 weeks or something. Like, those people are going to be displaced and most likely unhoused. And they've lived tough lives, really, really hard lives, just because of where they were born. They had no say in it. It's just because of where they were born. And now, because of where they were born, they're going to be displaced. I don't know if I could take that. That's a lot. It's a hard life to live. Even just for one person, then to have kids, like, to think of that woman's, the hot woman's kids. She had 3 kids and a dead husband. And to raise them knowing that, like, oh, I'm trying my hardest and I can't give you anything. That's tough. That's a tough, tough place to be. It's a very, very sad place. Marnay's. I think besides this week, you know, the only thing that was nice about it was that no real crimes happened. You know. And no crimes happen, but then 7 people get murdered in the street. Ugh. And then just Harry as a character. I mean, to carry, like, the feelings, like, you know, like, sadness and depression and anxiety, it really, when you have it chronically, I'm someone that has it chronically, it's like you feel it in your chest, and you feel like, you know, I can feel it in my bones. And, like, to add the grief of losing the person you loved, feeling that kind of like hollowness. And then, but not remembering. That sucks. And I feel like I have the thing where I feel like I might have forgotten something bad that happened to me. But I don't have any, like, aching about it, you know? And he has that, just like the beaten down feeling and not knowing why. And then also having to do this job. And in a sense, I think Harry has a lot of years on him left. But I kind of wish that he might have been discharged from the force, just because, like, you need to get your shit together, you know? You need to, like, go into rehab and do something, you know? So at least I hope they went back to Jamrock, and then he maybe they gave him like a month off or something, you know, at least to, you know, heal his gunshot wounds. Hopefully stay sober. and just, you know, gets back to himself. And hopefully him and Kim stop tiptoeing around each other and then start going out and then kiss, 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 and then get married. Okay? So I hope he has a nice life with Kim Kitsuragi as his wife, as it should be. And I remember hearing something, I don't know if something on Reddit. I was on the subreddit. And I don't know if it was like one of the creators was answering a question about like why didn't they have Harry and Kim kiss, and he said something about like longing and like the pining. You wouldn't have that, and that's in a way like, I don't know, the pining, the longing. I think Kim has started to fix something within Harry, and I hope that he continues to do that. Oh, what a game. I love it so much. I'll definitely replay it. Maybe not right away, but soon. Very good. Love it. Let's see. What time is it? It is 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna start up the next game, and then I'll hop back on with the next game. I think we could play a little bit of the next game. All right.